Hey there, and welcome back to Cosmic Crypto. In this video, we're going to be talking about Ravencoin RVN. Let's go. All right, welcome back to the channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, come on, go down below, hit that subscribe button. While you're down there, if you can tap the like button, I would really appreciate it. Okay, Ravencoin. Well, good news and bad news. I mean, we have finally broken beneath this support line that we've had here. Unfortunately, the technical target for this, I mean, because this is kind of like a rising, broadening wedge, sort of. It's kind of a poor one, but it does play out like that, I guess, a little bit. So, I mean, the price target of that would actually bring us down to this pink line down here on 0.23. Do I think we're going to go down there? I mean, I don't know. I don't think so, but it is a possibility. One of the scenarios that I had been talking about for a while now was this guy over here. I mean, let's just pull out a bar bar pattern here, and let's go from this bottom here to, let's just say right here. So if we take this bar pattern here and we kind of just place it right here, I mean, you can manipulate it a little bit, but you can see that it is extremely similar to what had played out back here. I mean, it's, yeah, I mean, look at this. You've got your rise to the top, your fall down, you come up a little bit, you form just this sideways action here, and then you break down. And then, actually, let's do that bar pattern again. Let's go from the bottom, and then let's play out the actual fall. And, I mean, it's just crazy how some of these things work out. I mean, look at this. It comes actually right down to the price target of this rising, broadening wedge. It hits my line perfectly at this pink area, at the 0.23 area. And so, I mean, you can see the similarities between the two, where, you know, just it goes up, down, up, sideways, and then breakdown. And, I mean, if this did play out similar like that, I mean, look at this, actually. So we fall through, which it's obviously playing out a little bit later, so maybe we can extend this out. So when we actually fall through, we come down, and it's finding support perfectly at this 236 fib that I've got right here. We come back up, and we're hitting resistance, which if I pull over this fib right here is hitting right around the 3.8. Well, that fib is probably not going to work because that's for something else. Let me just take that off. But, I mean, I bet you if I pulled a fib down from the bottom, from the top to the bottom, that would be roughly the 3.82 or the 0.5 fib that I'd be running into. And then it falls down again and finds its final support here at the at where we have previous resistance. I mean, that is definitely a possibility that we can come down there. And so we'll just have to keep our eyes open for that. This is something that I've been paying attention to for a while. But the good news is if we do something like that, right after we come down to that area, last time we did that in the same scenario, and let's do another bar pattern just kind of so you can kind of see what's going on here. We'll pull it to the top. Can't make this stuff up. Okay. I mean, it brings us right up to, you know, look at this. I mean, if this played out exactly like this, I mean, that'd be pretty wild. So if it did do something like that, I mean, look at that. It forms like a, just do it from over here. It forms some kind of a falling channel, and then it breaks above from the channel like it did over here. If let's say we do the same thing over here, and it breaks above that channel, goes up, finds some resistance around this 382, goes up, finds resistance around the 618, goes up and breaks above our previous or our main resistance all the way up here at the blue line, and we finally get our breakout. And this almost lines up. I mean, I can pull this over again to where the breakdown happens right around the same time. I mean, this almost lines up perfectly with my breakout target time period, which I can't predict time. But if I were to predict time, this would be my guess. This would be my best guess, is around the beginning of April, end of March. But actually this, I mean, if we followed this pattern perfectly from here, this breakout time would be, you know, towards the end of March. I mean, this is just really interesting how these things play out like that. So again, we'll just have to wait and see. But I don't know. We got some FUD going around. BUSD. We got crypto. Seems like it's under attack right now. Seems like the skies over the U.S. is under attack from balloons. Who knows what's going on right now? But it does seem like there's some kind of narrative, and I feel like I talked about this in a previous video, that some kind of narrative might come out right around here, and we'd just fall down, and then we'd move on to the upside after that. I don't know, and it just seems like narratives are starting to come out. I feel like I talked about that, but anyways, kind of seems like that's what we're doing. Let's go down to the 4-hour time frame just to get a closer look. Also, I want to give you guys some more scenarios here. We are holding my orange line here, which is previous, or it's now its resistance that we, or sorry, support that we have, and I believe probably somewhere back here, yeah, support back here, resistance right here. So that orange line has some significance on the higher time frame. I've had that orange line there for quite a while, and so we are holding it as support. The problem is on the 4-hour time frame, we are struggling around this 200 EMA. We've already broken beneath it, trying to break back above it. But I mean, if we are to continue here to the upside and have my other scenario be completely, wrong, which it could be, we do have a falling wedge that we're forming right here, almost a perfect one. So, I mean, we may not go all the way back down to the 203 area, 023 area. We may not go all the way down there. We may actually just break out of this falling wedge, and the price target of that just brings us right back up to the highs over here of the 0327 area. So this is something to pay attention to. If we do see a break to the upside, I mean, really, though, be careful, because tomorrow is the CPI report or whatever, and so usually there's some volatility around these things. I don't know why. I think it's silly, but there usually is some volatility, so we could see a fake out to the upside, and then this falling wedge, people that are following this falling wedge might think, oh, we're breaking to the upside, let's go long. And so you break to the upside, but then all you're doing is retesting this previous support, now turned resistance, and then you just fall right through. Something like that. So, I mean, you could totally see something like that happening tomorrow. So if it does break to the upside, I mean, if you're trying to trade this, wait until you actually get some confirmation support above the resistance line here. If it falls back into the triangle, then be cautious. But, I mean, your resistance line, if we did this, a little bit more perfect here, your resistance line is, you'd have to find support. Basically, it's right at the 200 on EMA on the 4-hour, and the resistance line right now of this falling wedge. Basically, I would say you need at least minimum 2 4-hour candles closing above the 200 EMA and this current resistance line. I mean, depending on how it looks, and then also going down to lower time frames to try and get an entry. But also, we got the green dot here on the market cipher B. Looks like it wants to roll over to the upside. So, it does have that going for it. But again, be cautious. There are 2 scenarios here that could play out. One of them being this falling wedge playing to the upside. The other one being that fractal pattern that I've been talking about for probably a month now, finally playing out, and we come back down to the 023 area to retest previous resistance here. So 2 major things to pay attention to. But, I mean, the good news, the really good news is either way, whichever one of those 2 scenarios play out, the next stop, in my opinion, is up to the blue line, and then possible breakout of this triangle finally. So whatever happens, in the next, week or so, really, in the grand scheme of things, it's just preparing us for the next move to the upside. So that's the good news. So I'm not really too worried about this short-term stuff. I mean, if you're trading it, great. If I can get a buy down here at the 023 area for a long position, I'm putting everything I have in my trading account into it. And again, my trading account, if you're watching my channel, is very small. I use leverage, and I do use fairly high level leverage for a trader, because it's really my gambling account. It's my addiction to gambling. I got to do it somehow. So I'm not addicted to gambling, and anybody who is, I don't mean to offend, but anyway, let's get off that topic really quick. Stop talking about it. So if we do get down to the 023 area, I'm going to take my entire trading account, my leverage trading account, and I'm probably going to go all in, And I'll make a video too. So if we get down there, my video is I am all in, and I'm going to have some rockets on there, and we're going to shoot to the moon here. So that'll be the blast off time. Anyway, hope you like this video. Yeah, if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later.